Dear scholars, we have been learning a lesson 2.4. Here, the lesson has two poems. First, How Doth the Little Busy Bee? So, through the previous video, you came to know about how honeybee remains busy throughout the day, what work she does, that is gathering honey, building her cell, spreading her wax, and storing honey, that is the sweet food she prepares. And as well as she remains in unity, organization, and work all the bees together to develop, to progress, to protect themselves, their babies, their eggs, and food and comb. Let us see the parody of this poem. Parody to this poem. Parody means copy of writing which is similar in the style but which presents opposite or funny theme. So here the poem of the busy bee stands for creation. Busy bee stands for creator, hard worker, and here we have something opposite to it about crocodile. So here crocodile doesn't stand for creator, she stands for destroyer. So let us see what is given in this poem. Here is the first stanza. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale. Here in this stanza, the poet of this poem, Lewis Carroll, used or copied the same style of that first poem about the bee and written something opposite. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail? Here doth means does. So that is what the crocodile just work in opposite manner, work oppositely with that honeybee. So honeybee creates everything. So here crocodile is busy continuously in shining his tail. That is what? Growing and growing the tail. And what is further? And pour water of the Nile. Here Nile is the river on every golden scale. So as the crocodile is there in water continuously, she is there to improve his tail only. That is what? Eating, resting, and growing itself. And for that, because of that only, she stands for destroyer. So here the poet has mentioned about the crocodile who is there in the river Nile, which is the longest river in the world. So here that crocodile eating, pouring water on her tail and taking rest, just remaining destroyer and taking rest only. Just like honeybees work hard throughout the day, whole day, it is what crocodile eats and remains lazy. What is further? How cheerfully I explained she, it is he over here, masculine gender. How cheerfully he seems to grin. Here green means smile broadly. How cheerfully he seems to grin, how neatly spreads his claws and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. So here whatever act of crocodile is given, that is to trap the fish. Crocodile opens her claws and here the poet is saying she seems to grin. So fish thinks that there is something to enter in and they just reach to the crocodile. At that time the crocodile spreads her claws and capture and eat up the fish over there. That is what she welcomes little fishes in its mouth with gently smiling jaws, and that is trapping the fish to let them enter its mouth, his mouth, and eat up them, kill them, and after eating up them, again she goes to take the rest. So here the poem is completely opposite in message with the as compared with the first poem of the bee. Bee who is busy bee works continuously. Crocodile works little and remains lazy throughout the day. Bee creates everything, creates honey, creates comb, etc. And crocodile just destroys. What destroys? Whatever living beings she likes, whatever she wants to eat, that sorry, whatever he likes to eat, whatever animals he founds around him, he just kill them, he just eat up them. So here crocodile stands for destroyer in this manner. So the first poem is about creation and hard work. It is the message of the first poem, and here it is opposite. So we must be thinking about the first poem to get the positive message and not to think negatively like the second poem. So this is all about the parody of the poem How Doth Little Busy Bee. I hope you all will understand the given explanation and you will understand the messages of both of the poem How Doth the Little Busy Bee and its parody How Doth the Little Crocodile.